It's a book about the unexpected nature of happiness. And I think at the heart of the book, there's the paradox, which is that you only have perfection once you accept imperfection. I mean, if perfection exists. Unless your heart is broken, you can't understand love. The crack is where the light gets in, as Leonard Cohen so brilliantly put it. Celia is a very uptight character who is determined to cling on to the idea of her perfect marriage, despite the fact that something really atrocious has happened. Setting it by the sea has been very useful because it is about people's lives and about how the tides come and the tides go. There are bad bits, there are good bits, there are stormy bits, there are calm bits, and the sea has provided me with the perfect metaphor. The character who links through the story is a piano tuner who really can't be happy because he was built up by his parents and his own talent to expect a life that was very different from that of a piano tuner. I mean, he was supposed to be a concert pianist, and then, as often is the way with perfectionists, he suffers from stage fright, and that is the end of his career. Whose fingerprints stained the ivory keys? His mind grew savage with possibilities. It was from Himmler's secret hideaway outside Salzburg. The Führer himself had taken solace in its silken voice, had worked himself into a frenzy as the Meistersinger prelude reached its climax, like the sound of 100 crashing trombones heralding the Holocaust. I didn't set out for the stories to be linked, but as I wrote them, each time I needed to recruit a new character, this sort of almost magical process took place where I would look back at the story I'd just written and find the person I wanted to write about lurking somewhere within that story. And it was such a joy to revisit. Some of them were minor characters, some of them were daughters, husbands, colleagues, and it was wonderful knitting them all together and having them walk in and out of each other's lives. So this is the room where I write, and you'll notice there is no view of the sea. I couldn't write with a view of the sea. I have to have it sort of in here, and the only view I've got in here is of the sky. It's about forgiveness. I mean, I think Celia is a very interesting character, and I have great hope for her once the book is finished, when her life, because of course for me the characters carry on living, which I hope they will for the reader too. And Celia is going to be all right. I mean, her life has been devastated at the point that we find her, but she's just letting go of her idea of a perfect life. She's just about to accept something that's very real and flawed, and that's going to make her life better.